fate.
I was a man who built things, a tinkerer. I took pride in what I could create with my own hands. My daughter, she was just like me. My world was perfect. I had no idea how quickly it could all be taken away. The knock on the door, the sickening sound of my wife screaming. It all happened so fast. They tied me up, and I was forced to watch as they robbed us of everything, not just our possessions, but our very humanity. My wife, my daughter, gone. The law was supposed to protect us. The man who was there to help me, Prosecutor Nick Rice, he looked me in the eye and told me they were making a deal. The man who took my family, my little girl, he was getting just a few years, just 5 years. The other guy would get the death penalty, but he was just an accomplice. I screamed, I pleaded, I begged him, don't do it. But he just said, it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. The system didn't care about what was right. It only cared about what was easy. I watched as the system I had always trusted failed me. The criminal was the one in control. 10 years later, it was finally time. Rupert was being executed, but instead of a swift end, he went through agony, a truly agonizing death. The man responsible for this, the one who walked away free, he was out there, and he had no idea what was coming for him. The police found a bottle with a note on it. Wayne, can't fight fate. The same thing Darby said to me years ago. I wanted them to know that I was the one pulling the strings now. I was the fate he was fighting against. I'd been planning this for 10 years. Every single detail. Every step he took was one I had choreographed. I led him to an abandoned factory where his fate would finally be sealed. He got into a police car I meticulously planted. He threatened the officer to drive away, but what he didn't know was I was leading him directly into my trap. He had no idea the things I had planned for him. As he got ready to execute me, the poison I snuck into the gun handle has finally started to take effect. He was now paralyzed from the neck down, but he could still feel everything. I had to let him feel the agony, the pain that I felt, but 1,000 times worse. The only difference is that he couldn't do anything about it. I was in control now.
I know what it feels like to be helpless. Just like when I watched you slaughter my whole family. Now you can't fight fate. Right, Darby?
Some people say that revenge isn't the answer. But what do you do when the system fails you? When the justice that you fought for is not given? When all you have is yourself? I had to become the very thing I despised, a monster. But I wasn't just doing it for me. I was doing it for my family, for everyone who has ever been failed by the law. And I wouldn't stop until everyone who was a part of this paid the price. In blood.